Não vou deixar nosso amor morrer, nem com raios e trovões encontrar tempo. Não vou deixar nosso amor morrer acima dos erros e indecisões. Tu és a minha vida, amo-te de milhões, acima da crise e dos seus. Faça chuva, faça sol, não importa o tempo. Não vou deixar nosso amor morrer, nem com raios e trovões encontrar tempo. Não vou deixar nosso amor morrer acima dos erros e indecisões. Tu és a minha vida.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Here we are once again with our end of the year, end of the month talk. As always, as you know now, every last Saturday of each month, we have our conversation, our beautiful conversation about art, about music, about dance, about fashion, about a lot of different things. And today we are going to talk about fashion. Are you excited? I have two beautiful, talented guests with me today. And if you saw the post, you can already imagine or even, guess what I'm talking about. I have my first guest is Malisa Ndimba. Basically, is a young fashion designer whose journey began in a way that she didn't expect, basically. And it started with the needlework class that she didn't want to go, but she just went because, yeah, well, the mom wants and blah, blah, blah. And from there, she actually found her way, her passion through fashion. And then because of this beautiful moment, because of this beautiful, my assistant this year is, the sound is good. So yeah, my assistant this year is telling me that the sound is perfect. Yes! Ho, ho. Yes, as I was saying, so our dear Malisa, yes, she started her passion with needlework class, and it turned into the beautiful passion for sewing, crochet. My English is not perfect, so please forgive me if I'm saying something wrong. Malisa, then we're gonna correct me if I'm saying something wrong. Night embroidered and also beading. Malisa represents the new generation of creators who use fashion as a true form of self-expression. We are excited to hear her story and her vision for the future. So the new generation is coming with the whole power. So you're gonna like to know this beautiful lady. She's so sweet. She has like a beautiful heart. I really like her. And my second guest is the inspiring Abiola Oladapo. And Abiola, please forgive me if I'm saying it wrong. Correct me when you come to,
It's
to
okay.
talk. So she is the founder of AO, and she say like to write it well. It's not it's spelled AOH, but she, she's she, she's specific. Please, guys, say it well. AO. If I'm saying it, I hope I'm saying
No, it
A
actually
A O.
A
Yeah, A O. You see? Yes, I told you guys. AO Urban Chic. She's a sales professional and business analyst. Abiola brings a unique perspective connecting creativity with businesses, branding, and the reality of selling fashion today. you know how we sell? We're gonna know more about it because she's gonna tell us about how is the fashion sold today. She's passionate about helping others discover their personal styles and make fashion meaningful. Meaningful. Yeah, I said it right. So we are honored to have our beautiful Abiola with us. And she's the sister of my beautiful, my bestie, and my sister. So she's also my sister. So with you, now I want to show the faces of my beautiful guests of today. Hello, Viola. Hello, Malisa. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm happy
Fine,
to
thank
have all
you.
of you here.
Hi, yes, I'm doing very well today.
Yeah. So I already sold your fish. We used to say that in Portuguese, selling the fish. I already sold your fish. I hope I sold it well. But now I want you to continue in the selling. Can you tell us more about you? So who wants to be first?
I'll let Melissa go
Yeah.
first.
Okay, cool. Okay, yes. So I'm currently in grade 12, my final year of high school. And yes, I'm currently so interested in fashion and design. And as the lovely Miss Irene said, like my journey started like really unexpectedly. I was so reluctant going to needlework classes the first time. I was like, "Ugh, this is so girly. I don't want to do this. It's so boring. Like I want to be something like influential, be someone great." But I remember the first time I saw my first project, I was instantly like infatuated with design and creating things. It's so rewarding seeing that end product and constantly working on something and refining your skills is really something that I truly like hold dear to my heart. So yeah, I'm just in love with fashion and
I see
design.
the way you say, the way you speak. I can feel it. I can feel that you really, really love it. Wow, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. Okay, our
So I
next
guess
one.
it's my turn, right?
Yes.
Okay, just like you rightly introduced me, my name is Abiola. People call me Abi, so just in case Abiola is a mouthful, you can do Abi and I'll gladly respond. So my name is Abi Oladapo. So I do two things actually. My 9 to 5, I'm a business analyst as a tech. I'm in tech, the Texas. So I'm a business analyst from 9 in the morning to 5 p.m. But in between, I'm still a fashion entrepreneur. So on that side, unlike Melissa, I don't sew. I can do some pieces together, but I'm not, I don't really know how to sew. But what I do is to work with designers and, create my own pieces, sketch something and then, you know, I get work with my designer so they bring it to life and then I go ahead to market that and, make everybody look beautiful. I love fashion and I feel like, everybody around me should look good at the same time, color makes the world, beautiful and go around. So I have to like share my magic and my color with, the world. So yeah, that's what I do.
You see, this conversation is gonna be amazing. I can see the passion you guys have. You speak like with your heart. I can feel it. Wow, amazing. Yeah. So then how do you basically find a balance between your creativity and then the business side? Because when you create, then you also have to unless you create for yourself, but when you create something, is to someone else to use it. So how do you balance these two worlds, and then how is it
Hmm.
to create something that is not for you?
Oh wow, that's that's a big one actually, because I remember when I started, that was an issue I had. I want to create something I like, and then not really thinking about, the people that I'm going to sell to. But now I feel like that I've been able to, find that balance in as much as I'm still creating what I like. Honestly, anything I do, anything I create, it has to be something I can wear. I feel like, what, if I cannot wear it, then who will? I shouldn't sell. Exactly. I shouldn't sell what I cannot wear. But now I've been able to, infuse some other things. So I think about, before now, I'll only make clothes for my body type because that's the only thing I know. But at the end of the day, and people would come and say, "Oh, I like this," but unfortunately, it won't be nice for my body type. So that was when I learned that, yeah, in as much as I want to look good, I want people to look good, I have to think about everybody at the same time, you know, so that in between I was able to start, infusing stuff for other body type, things that other people like, but still maintaining my creativity, still trying to make things that I like. I'm not
Exactly.
trying to move totally to their side. It's still what I like, but just trying to infuse, what my customers are like.
That's
So
nice
that's
way
where
to
how
say,
I was
yeah.
able to find the balance.
So you can still, like, if I see a piece, I can still see Abby there. So that's you.
Exactly, exactly.
Like, sorry, my assistant is telling me something. I want to make sure that everything is good because I don't want you guys to speak and
Mhm.
then not.
Okay, it's okay.
Oh, yeah, she's saying that when you see, it's good to have assistant. Yeah, when said like when Abby speaks, there is like some kind of a background noise for some reason. I can't hear it. Can you hear any background noise? I
I
can't
I
hear
can't
nothing.
hear.
Yeah, for some reason.
no.
Then when Malisa start talking, let's see if there is also this background noise to see if it's the same
Mhm.
or not. Yeah, that's nice. That's a good way of putting things together. So yeah, because yeah, it has to be it still is your piece. It has to show you through other people. Like
Exactly.
I'm wearing, for example, if I'm wearing your piece, it still have to show piece of you because it's your piece. Yeah.
Exactly. And then, like, people would say, "Oh, I saw someone wearing." Immediately, I saw it. I knew that it was from you. So, in as much as I'm, creating for other people, there's still a piece of me, part of me in it. So, yeah. Hmm.
Nice, nice. Okay. So Melissa, how is your side?
It's a bit different for me because I am still a student, and I still have to work and manage my schoolwork and things like that, and still have my creative side. Um, but it's to me, it's really important to have that sort of outlet in fashion because then, like, I don't just get consumed by the same monotonous type of like working, um, like always doing homework. Like just this past week, I was just so like drained from school that like I just felt stuck. So when I got home today, I was like, oh, let me just find something to do, something to like um, get that energy out, and then just like creating small little things, whether it be like crochet or just sewing something small. It really like restarts my like balance in my life, and that's where I sort of gain the energy for like the rest of my schoolwork and like other things in life that I have to do. So to me, more of my fashion is sort of like an outlet, um, in order to balance the rest of my work and like um, my regular day-to-day life. Yeah.
Nice, nice. So, and you say something very important. The balance between yeah, school and
Mhm.
like what time you have time. Like that's a good question. What time you have time? What time you? How can you manage like because I know you are a very good student. I know you are. So
Mhm.
how can you keep up this good job in school? And I already know, and I also know your pieces. You do a lot of beautiful pieces.
Mhm.
Yeah, Melissa participated in some like fashion shows in school and so on. And we saw it, and I know. How can you? What time you do your pieces? Like, how do you manage it?
So usually I try to do them on the weekends, but there's sometimes where you just like you can't do anything else but get that project done or that creative outlet done. So sometimes it's more spontaneous. um I mean, my parents will complain that I'm still like sewing my sewing machine at 1 a.m in the morning, and they can hear that noise in through the night. So yeah, I guess it's sometimes it gets spontaneous, sometimes If I'm working towards a deadline, like the fashion show, then it's more like, okay, I need to schedule out my weekends to work on that. But in terms of balancing my schoolwork, I try to block out me doing schoolwork during school time so that it's not taking over the rest of my life. Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like oftentimes people just get sort of drowned out in the same mundane thing. But having my hobby in fashion is like really, yeah, as I said, like it really starts my motivations for other things as well.
Nice. And then what about you, Abiola? You do a lot of things. How can you manage your personal life with this passion that you have, this passion of yours?
Okay. So just like Melissa said the other time, is you being very, very intentional. So I'm very, very intentional with what I do, especially since I work 9 to 5. But luckily for me, I work from home. So in between, I'm able to, take a 30 minutes break, steal some 30 minutes from, my regular work. And especially when I'm trying to, when I'm working on a particular collection, trying to talk to designers, like, you know what, in between maybe 12 and 12:30, I'm going to be a little free and kind of schedule time to talk because my designers actually are not even in the same zone time, region with me. So it's mostly, get on calls, Zoom calls, and stuff like that. So that's how I'm able to, manage everything together. And I know once it's 5 p.m., work, my 9 to 5 is over. And then now, as an entrepreneur, you don't have a closing time. If you have to work all the way to 1 a.m., yeah, you have to. But in between, because of the time difference, if I need to, talk to them during business hours, I try as much as possible not to do that when I have a meeting or something, a deadline. You have to hold on. You have to wait for me. You're trying to get your work done. I'm trying to get my work done as well. If I don't have this or do this, I won't be able to maybe pay you or something like that. You understand? So I try as much as possible to just, juggle, everything, but I try my best so that one will not suffer for the other.
And how is this? How can you manage it? Because you say that you have kids, right?
Yes.
How do you manage it? Because being a mom is also a difficult thing.
It's it is actually. So like I said earlier, I'm so lucky that I work from home and then my kids go to school. So
Oh yeah, they go
in
to school.
between the time they go to school and come back, I'm able to do a lot of things. And then when they come back, I know that the moment they come back from maybe around 3:30 p.m. in the afternoon till say 7 p.m., it is their time. We, eat, cook, do homework, and any other thing can wait at a time.
So
Exactly.
that goes with my next question. How can you manage to be productive? Like how can you what are your tips? Maybe can help other people to be productive as well. So this
Yeah,
comes
so
as
it's
well.
really, yeah, it's really having a to-do list, honestly, and sticking to it. I try to map out my day even before the day starts, so that there's nothing. Yeah, of course, life happens. There are emergencies and different things that would, cancel out one thing on your list, and you have to put another thing. But I try as much as possible because that's one of the things I do professionally. You know, so I have to like bring that into my own personal life as well. So every morning before I even start my day, I have a to-do list from this time to this time, this is what I want to do. And like I mentioned the other time, my kids get back from school 3:30 p.m. in the afternoon, and I'm still working them because I close 5 p.m. So I know that once they work before around 3, I quickly get up to just put some things together. So the minute they are working, if I'm in a meeting, you know that they know mommy is in the meeting. Just walk quietly, go in, settle down. If your food is ready, go eat or go start your own work at something like that. And once I'm done, most of that even before 5, once I'm done with the meeting or whatever it is I'm doing at that time, I get up, have a little discussion, you want to do this. So I try to stick to time. When is your time? It's your time. So from 5 p.m. once I'm done with work till like 7, it is their time. You understand? So it is, homework, listening to them, having conversations. And it's not like after 7 p.m., I don't listen to them, I don't talk to them. They still have the opportunity to come to me. But this is the time for a moment to do some other things. So by that time, if it's that time I schedule with a customer or whoever or whatever, you need to know that. Let me give, one funny thing is when I am working or on a call or something, and my kids, walking and they want something, they know you don't just barge in, you put your hands up, you raise your hand, and you'll be like that until I tell you, okay, so what is it? You can
African
talk now.
mama.
So those are, yeah, so that the little things I try to do to make it work, because it's not that easy to juggle business with
That's true.
work, with family time, with a lot of things. So you just have to create time, create buckets, for everybody. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Because people have no idea. Because like sometimes a lot of people want to work from home, but work from home is like it's also hard
it
because
is hard, honestly.
if you don't have like a dynamic or something like that, so you may not even do nothing because you are
Exactly,
home
exactly.
and get distracted
And
very
then you find
easily.
out at the end of the day, you're not able to do so many things. Yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
So Malisa, how is your what you do? What's your habits that helps you to stay focused and be able to still produce?
Um, yeah, I relate so much to that work from home setting because when I was in grade 9 to 10, I was doing online high school. And so everything was sort of, I had to maintain doing my schoolwork, I had to do my extracurriculars, I had to like do my hobbies, I had to like maintain my own schedule by myself. And I think that's sort of a key skill that we need for like up and coming like students as well, because I guess we sort of expect things to get handed to us like, oh, I'm telling you to do your homework now, I'm telling you to get up now, I'm telling you to, whereas you sort of need to take that initiative, I guess. So for me it's been like being disciplined in that sense, like if I know I have to do schoolwork now, I have to do it from, I say, like an hour after school. That's my time to do schoolwork, and then that after hour, I'll like do some leisure work, just chilling, and then that after I'll like get dinner done or whatever. So I think it's just having that sort of routine, and also giving like space to like take breaks essentially, because I think a lot of the times people think, oh, you need to work, work, work as much as you can. Things are becoming easier for you to do. So I'm expecting more work out of you. But I think just taking that time for yourself and not just having to, um, I guess, run to that goal, to that finish line, just taking a breather, I guess, is so important, you know?
Great, that's nice. Curiosity, out of curiosity, I know that this generation is like the generation of the internet.
Mm.
How can you escape the temptation of being online on social media the whole time instead of doing the work? Because I know you
I
are
mean,
doing something right. I don't know, like, because I see your work. So how can you manage it?
I'm not innocent. I'm very much guilty in indulging in doom scrolling and watching TikToks after school. Like I'm not perfect in that sense. Um, but I guess it's what it is. It's just some habits that I do fall into. But then I guess it's just being aware of that and then sort of finding like healthy vices to get out of that. So sometimes I would just say, okay, I'm only on TikTok for 30 minutes, even though like I love it. I just need to like watch it for 30 minutes and then I'll move on to something else.
Oh,
Like just
that's
setting
good.
those mini boundaries for yourself is really key, and then you can enjoy other aspects of life. But I think it's quite difficult to say as a young person as in this generation, like that we don't indulge in those
Like
sort of
Marisa, I don't know
social
if it's gonna make you feel better, but even for us, it's hard. You start just to see one thing, and then you end up like 1 hour, you're still there. So
yeah.
I think Abby also can correlate. Um, so
Definitely.
let's talk about, since we are talking about clothing and fashion and so on, we have to talk about a term that a lot of people use. So I want to hear from you. What's your opinion? What does dressing well means? Like
Oh,
yeah, I want you to know for to you especially like how what does it mean dressing well?
so to me, dressing well is relative, honestly. So, but for me, when I'll define dressing well as you wearing something that complements your body, accentuates your whole body. You don't have to um, be overly dressed as long as you're dressing to your body type. That's what one thing about dressing well for me. And then knowing the colors that suit your body, your skin color, wearing those ones. So it's possible you're wearing the cheapest thing and to come out looking like you're
Exactly.
wearing the most expensive thing because but one, you know the color that suits your skin color, you know your body type, and you're dressing according to your body type. So to me, that's the two most important thing. You don't have to go over the top. Just be stylish enough, use the right accessories. Yeah, the little brooch here, the little scarf there, they just, little touches to whatever it is you're wearing. But it's pretty much you dressing your body type because it's possible for you to wear something very nice but doesn't go well with your body.
Nothing there.
Yeah, so dressing well is all about you wearing something that fits you, that suits you, and the color. I see the scarf.
I used to come what's going. It's now doing like
Yeah, I see the scarf, and that's so funny. Yeah, but yeah, once in a while, the little brooches in there, the little lapel pins, the little earrings, stuff like that. That is well dressed and well means for me.
okay. Melissa, what's your
Yeah.
opinion?
Yeah, I mean, I especially relate to Miss Abby, and as a young person seeing all these trends that you're saying on TikTok and on social media, there's always this pressure to like have the newest item or the newest clothes or get into the newest styles and trends. But you just see like if you know who you are and like things that you genuinely like, then
Yeah.
you can just see that like confidence within. As you just put on that scarf, you even show like, oh, I feel so good. I feel so like energetic. Like that energy comes from within. So yeah, I guess
From your
styling is
body.
just a personal thing. Like yes.
So basically, what do is fine understood well. It's like the common point here is like you have to feel good about whatever you wear, but you also
Mm,
have to have into consideration your body type, the color of your skin,
Exactly.
the color that you are using as well. So all of this. Although, like for me, I'm
mm.
like a very crazy on my the colors I use. Look at my hair.
But it suits you
I'm
though.
putting it like I now you're seeing this color. Tomorrow you can see like a blue, and the other yeah, you can see like a green the other day. So yeah, I'm now in this like how can I say that? I'm in a phase of my life that I'm experiencing more. Like I'm experimenting
Experimenting.
more than before. I'm
Mm,
just like I'm not afraid to try. And I think maybe it's also my artistic vein. So I just like to try.
exactly. And then
Nice.
when you try something, you'll be like, okay, try this, but it doesn't look good, and then
Then
you
you
don't go back to it.
Yeah, so that's the way that you also say that you have to be able to choose what is best for us and our body type and so on.
Exactly.
And then
Yes.
also the occasion, right? Because you may be like dressing properly, like not properly, I was like you may be looking good, but you're not be maybe not
For the
properly
occasion.
dressed because
Exactly.
maybe you went to a
Exactly.
party, like for example a beach party, and then you are all formal, or you went to a formal party and you are like with shorts and so on. So it's also I think also it's also
Exactly.
important, right?
Very, very important.
Where are you
Yes.
going? So what is
Dress
the
the
occasion?
occasion. Yes.
Exactly,
Exactly.
exactly, exactly. So can you just like give like maybe like some tips? How can I, for example, me? No, no, no. It's better not to. I'm gonna ask you in private about that one. Yeah, but that one now in general. How can like someone like like some tips? And I think we already talked a lot about it. But I just want to, maybe I missed something on for someone to improve their style. Like for example, let's suppose I want to improve my style, but no, I don't want it to take long time. I want it to change now. Any tips? Any
Okay.
idea? I don't know.
Yes,
I
definitely.
think.
Yeah. So it costs a lot to change your wardrobe. So you can't say, you know what, I just want to, this is how I dress right now. I want to start dressing that way. And then you go to the store and, get everything at once. That's not
Cut
possible.
the hair and then
But
dress it.
exactly. But the thing is, you start from getting the, I call them the normal, the regular things, the black pants, the white shirts, the black dress, the all those stuff that you can put together and then use different things to accessorize together. Just add accessories to it. So those accessories are very, very important. The other time I talked about the scarf, the brooch, the chains, the long chain, the choker, the stuff like that. And then while you get those staples, then you can now build on, getting others gradually. Because there are times that you feel like, you know what, this is what I feel like. This is how I feel like dressing now. And then you tried one, two, three, four times, and you're like, no, it's not working for me. So what if you have gone to the store to get a lot of things? So you don't try to do it at once. It's a gradual thing. But you start with those staples, like I said earlier, the black shirts that you can wear on anything, the belts, those accessories. That is all about you changing your style.
Then going and I'm gonna go to you as well, Melissa. But then that means that style itself is not something natural. It's something that you can learn, or it's both. It's like,
So
is there
I think
people
to
that already
me,
born with the
of course, yes. Honestly, I would say style is natural, but it can be learned. Because some people don't struggle at
at
all.
all? Yeah.
Without even looking at the mirror, they can throw on a lot of things, and you'll be like, wow, how many hours this, and you'll be like, oh, 5 minutes, out of 5 minutes. They don't have to think about it. They know the right things to wear at the right time. So for those people, it's very, very natural. But for some people, you have to learn it. So it's like I said earlier, it's natural, but you can learn it.
Uh,
So, and you learning is you trying to start, small, adding one piece at a time.
time.
You
It's better.
experiment.
Yeah.
Yeah, you experiment. Okay, I think I'm falling in love with red now. You try to do some red things and then like, nah, it's not working for me. And then you move. But for some people, they just know that, you meet somebody and the person will tell you, yellow is my color. And then you see them wearing yellow, you'll be like, yeah, yellow is truly your color. And then you ask another person, they'll be like, I don't really know. I'm still trying to experiment between maybe yellow and green. And then you see them 1 or 2 months along the line, and they're like, now it's green. And they're like, okay, green. It's okay. So for some people it's natural, but for other people you have to learn it.
Like here, like she self care saying, you wear your confidence.
Exactly.
Yeah, like I think it's a very good way to summarize what we were talking here as well. Like you wear your
Mm.
confidence. Melissa, tell us about some tips on like for example, if any of your friend wants to change their style, just like that, what would you tell to this person?
I mean, for me, I'm just coming out of that trend of my mom dressing me to now having to find my own style and sort
Mhm.
of finding that transition from like the school uniform to like whatever someone else puts you in. It's quite difficult. But
Mhm.
one recommendation for me was going to thrift stores and just like looking around and seeing like different items, and it's also very affordable as well because like we are still young and we don't have as much money as like the rest of people. So just going to thrift stores,
No,
even
no,
like,
everyone needs money, no matter how old you are.
Yes.
but yeah, even if you don't have the money, like you can go online and see, oh, I like this style, I like this celebrity style, I like this sort of aesthetic. And yeah, I think social media makes it easy for you to like find your aesthetic and see what things you like. But then I'd also be cautious of that because then it can also um, you can sort of idealize what is like the correct style for
Mhm.
you when it's not what you personally are comfortable in wearing and what you sort of want to showcase in your clothes.
Mhm. You already did some pieces for fashion show before. Um,
Mm.
how did you came out with the idea? Like, for example, for this person, I'm gonna do that person gonna do that. How did you come up with this idea?
Usually, I look at my materials first, so I see like whatever's available that I have, because
Mm.
I mean it's closed right now, but it's the cupboards are bursting with clothes and fashion down here. Um, but I just look in my closet and see different patterns and colors and what goes together, and I try to experiment with them, and then from there, I create the design. For other people, it's different, but for me, it's more. I see inspiration in the fabric first, and then I'll sort of extrapolate a design from that. Yeah.
Okay, nice. Okay, nice. Okay, then can you just, since we're now talking about this part, can we now talk a little bit about like your process, both of you? Like, what is your process for create? And we are not talking about selling yet. We are talking about the creation. And then on for Malisa, it's like I want to know like what's your process to create until conception. And for Abby, I want to know what is your process to create, like to design, so that you can hand over to your vendors.
So for me personally, as I said, like it starts with the fabric and how much of it I have available. So if it's like a square, I know that I cannot make a shirt out of it, so it has to be sort of a pants or a shorts. And then I'll sort of like scroll online to see what sort of different silhouettes there are that can sort of fit in that fabric. And then I try to, since I'm still learning, I'm trying to experiment with different types of styles and patterns. And oftentimes, yes, I'll fail and it doesn't come out right, but then I'll just cut it up and reuse it for something else. So truly, it's always like going back in a circle, trying to not get down at the failing process because that happens with all creatives, but also still like finding something new in that sort of messy process to create like a nice final object and piece.
Nice. What about you, dear Abby?
Okay, so for me, it's a little different because I don't sew, myself. So mine starts with inspiration actually most of the time. So I draw inspiration from everywhere. I see people on the streets. I go to Pinterest a lot, just to check out, stuff and one thing about me is when I see stuff, I don't jump into it immediately. I think, I leave it for a while. If it keeps coming back to me, then that means there's something there. Because,
Oh.
yeah, because there's too many things around you. Like Melissa rightly said the other time, trends and everything. You don't want to jump on every trend. You don't want to jump on everything. Yeah. So I leave it for a while. If it keeps coming back to me there, that means there's something there. But still, I would not, jump into it directly. That means that, okay, right, I think I like this, I want to work with this. Then the next thing is, because for me, it's more about the marketing. I'm thinking more about money and everything right now. I start to think about the fabric. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. I don't source my fabric myself. So I started thinking about fabric. I started thinking about the cost of production, how how put everything together, what it's going to cost me. Start talking to my designer. Okay, this, and to an extent, I have an idea of fabrics too. So when I see something, oh, I know this is, even if I don't touch it, I know this is maybe African fabric. I know this is this. Oh, it's a soft fabric or whatever. So when I share with my designers, we talk about, even before we start anything, there are times that I'm sure we have talked about 500 designs and we made just 20 out of it because we talk about it. Yeah, exactly. Because we talk about it. This is the fabric. This is this. We talk about, oh, can we do it differently? Because I do not want to copy it directly. What can we do about it? Can we use a different fabric? Can I, even if I want to go for that fabric exactly, what can we do better? What can we remove? What can we add to it? So that's one of the things I sit down to think about. And like I said earlier, I think about cost of production because what's the essence of going through all of that and then it comes to me and it's too expensive to sell, or I sell it and I don't make any money out of it. So I think about it. So for some things, I'm like, oh yeah, I like it, but I know my customers, I know my audience. This is going to be a little pricey, so let me just leave it. If I like it so much, I make it for myself. Like, okay, at least I'm wearing
So that's the good
I
side,
just
the good thing of someone that creates and also sells. because you know both
Exactly.
worlds. You know what's, yeah, you're like thinking about your client as well. Because it's like, why would you
Exactly.
do
There are
a
times
piece and then just stay there? No one else uses because it's too
just
expensive.
exactly sitting down there. So I would not do that. So if I really, really want it and I'm thinking about all those things and it's not going to work, okay, let me do it for myself. Maybe if they see it and I tell them, oh, this is expensive. Do you still want it? And oh, all right, I can go ahead and make it. But mostly when I get the inspiration, I think about the cost of production for me,
That's
honestly,
nice.
because
That's a good
I'm
way.
in it in as much as it's a passion thing for me, I'm still in it to make money. And so I think about the cost of production, think about the fabrics. I'm very, very big on fabrics. I'm very, very big on finishing the quality of the fabric and how neat, you know, it comes out.
I see, because that's why your pieces are so beautiful, and I see, yeah, that's like, and you see the quality in there like right away, because I see it. You see, you guys
Exactly.
see the owner, so you can see the passion. You see, she makes sure that it's
Yes.
quality 100%.
If, like I said earlier, if I cannot wear it, I cannot sell it. So that's me. People will tell you, oh, use cheap fabric. You don't have to go for this. Let's go for it. I'm like, nope. If I cannot wear it, I cannot sell it, and I don't wear anyhow stuff. So if it's so that's one thing I think about before every other thing. Then of course I have to tweak, the design.
Hmm.
Not I would not recreate it exactly the way I saw it. Of course we have to, you know, do some things. There are times I merge two or three different designs together to make one. Yeah. Oh, I like this neckline. I like this, the sleeve. Okay, so why don't we do the sleeve of this one with this neckline, with
Yeah,
this da 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 da, put everything together.
because like there is no reason, like there is no reason on creating something new when we have already a lot of
But you can
thing.
reinvent
So you can
exactly.
create something new, but you can also, and that's the right word,
Yes.
reinvent,
Yes.
yeah, things, which
So
is,
I do a lot
yeah,
of reinventing too.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that's nice. What is the main challenge when you are on this process? What is your main challenge when you are creating this?
So for me, I would say the main challenge is the fact that my designers are not in the same space as I am. I live in the United States and my designers are in Nigeria. So it's a little challenging, number one, because I have to source for fabric. I have an idea of what I want, and it has to be somebody's getting it. I'm telling you, there are times communication can be very, very difficult. I'm telling you A and you're telling me you're hearing Z or you're telling me
And you
Z,
feel like,
So
ah,
that's what
I
exactly.
wish I was
So a
there.
lot of time I have to sketch, I have to do a lot of things, I have to do videos, hold things together. This is what I'm talking you know that. And then another main challenge I have right now is shipping is crazy right now. It used to be very, very okay, it used to be very cheap, and in 2 3 days, max 5 days, it's here. But now it's really, really, really high. Like when I say really, I mean really, really high. And at times you don't even get it in a month. Yeah, honestly, right now. So right now, I'll say those are the two challenges I have, communicating so that the my designers understand perfectly what I want. And then
Yeah.
after the whole things, there are times that we're just working on two or three different designs, and it takes us like 3 months from yeah. So right now, I don't want you sourcing fabrics everywhere for me. Now I've been able to work with different people that sell fabric. So I'm like, I want fabric from that person because now I've I know this person. So if you're not getting from this particular place, I don't want it. Or we have to
Yeah.
wait, or we have to wait for that person to have what I want because I'm the one that would have to do the marketing and everything.
Yeah, and
So
that's your
it's
face, basically. All the
exactly and
mistake they
exactly.
make, you can't never come. Oh no, this is the mistake of the manufacturer. Yeah, it's like
It's none of
it's
their
your
business.
face. Yes.
Yeah, it's none of their. It's all on me, and my face is everywhere. I'm the face of my brand. So
Exactly.
it's not like, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, it's Zara. I'm sorry. That's what. No, this is me creating stuff. So it has to do with me. So I do not want to give my customers, something of low quality. So that's thing of communication, getting it exactly the way I want it. It's a
Nice.
big challenge. It's a very big challenge.
What about you, Melissa? What are your main your main challenges?
Well, I do not have the responsibility of a business. I still do have challenges in like um, finding time and resources and exactly finding the like getting the materials that I need to get the final product. And
Mm.
yes, oftentimes I do like leave my clothing unfinished in some areas. It's not fully perfect, but I just need to get it out. And those are sort of like the little nitpicky things that I want to refine more as I develop my skills in sewing because yes, it is those final like details that people are looking for in your
Mhm.
design, in your clothes, and that's what makes or breaks like a true designer and someone that is most reputable in their business. Um, when I was younger, I had like a little business of me selling like scrunchies, and I was like, this is too much. There's a lot going on. I need to focus on marketing. I need to talk to customers. I need to make sure I have profits. It's just a lot of business and handling, and I truly respect Miss Abby for like having such a successful business from that. And it's truly something that I want to look forward to after I'm finished with school. Because yes, I need some side hustle to make money while I'm in university. So I'm looking towards more of that, learning more of a business aspect of clothing and design and making products that are profitable and are to the quality that it needs to be, while still maintaining my sort of integrity in the designs that I make and still leaving who I am in the designs, not letting it be some like washed thing, you know.
Nice. Wow.
Fantastic.
You see how mature this woman is. She's very mature, very smart. You have everything to do well, Melissa. You have everything to do well.
Thank you. Mhm.
My next question is about the branding. It's a marketing and branding. So let's learn a little bit more about it. But before I do, like I'll just ask like the question. Next question is gonna be like how important is branding in fashion today? But before I go, I just like want to. I can't see everyone on YouTube, but I can see someone some names on Instagram. So hello here, like a little pancakes. Isao, hello. She self care, hello. Biren, hello. Tiwalesio, hello. Angeline, I hope I'm saying it right. Hello. Malia, hello. You're here. And then Israel say, I love you, Melissa. So, so okay, let's go back to our. How is it important? How important is branding in fashion nowadays?
Okay, is that for me, right?
Can be for yeah, can be for any one of you,
Okay.
but it's gonna be a lot of you, like yeah, but can be for any one of you, cause
Okay. So branding is actually very, 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 very important. Very, very important because it differentiates you from other people. It differentiates you from the other people doing exactly what you're doing. And for example, it's about um, the image of the business. It's about little things about color, logo, all those things. They build trust and loyalty. You know, you being consistent. For example, most of my videos, right out, even now, I say all of my videos will start with my um, brand logo. That's the first thing you'll see. So now people are able to associate that logo with everything. So that's one thing branding will do for you. It builds trust, loyalty over time. It influences your purchasing decision for customers. Um, some people will buy from you not even because they really like that thing, but because it's from you.
that's
Because over time, yeah, over time you've been consistent, and for them to notice you is because you have been doing it consistently the same way. You understand? Not like today you're blue, tomorrow you're red, and the next tomorrow you're purple. You every time you show up, you are a particular way. So that's one thing branding does for you. creates that trust. And then what does trust do? Loyalty. Your customers will be so loyal to you. You know, like I said, you just create recognition. I would say it's more than an emotional connection. Like I said earlier, some people will buy from you just because they know that pace. They know that, but I have somebody like that, honestly. She buys everything. Not really because there are times she'll tell me, "Oh, you remember that thing I bought 6 months ago? It's still sitting in my closet." She has not touched, but she's buying another thing. You know, she's buying another thing just because you're consistent. You know, she feels like I can relate with this person. I can trust this person. Over
Yeah.
time, this is what I've been saying for the past 2 years, and this person or this business has not changed. This
Yeah.
is what I see all the time. Some people would watch you, they'll watch your business for so long before they make one purchase from you. You know, they will watch you so for so long. They just want to feel like, okay, is she consistent? Is this business, consistent? Is this business true? And before you know, they start to build emotional connection with you. And you won't even believe that some people have not even bought from you before, and then maybe something happened and you didn't post for like a couple of weeks, and they'll reach out to you. What happened? I've not seen you. Like, you don't even buy from me. You don't even you don't even patronize me, but look at you, reaching out. So that's one thing that branding does for you. It's builds emotional connection with you and your customers. It differentiates you from people or other brands or other people. I won't say brands. It differentiates you from other people doing the same business with you. When you have your own particular branding and you stick to it, it just creates a difference. And then the emotional connection is, I can't overemphasize that. It's something. It builds trust. It builds
Yeah.
loyalty. You know,
Because they
and
say that
identity.
they say if you like for every business, like it
Mm.
goes better if you create this trusting that you're just saying. Yeah, that's actually interesting. But then,
Mm-hmm.
how can you guys like? How can we build this trust? Like, how can I um? And then nowadays, I'm gonna like use social media as an example because yes, nowadays is the main marketing
Everything is
place.
mixed.
Yeah, how can I market myself? How can I so that I can create this trust that you are talking about?
So one thing for me is I'm the face of my brand. If you go to my page, you see me everywhere. I'm wearing all the clothes. That's one very, very important thing. It's very, very important. A lot of people would not even buy from you, if they cannot associate or match a face with that particular brand. Today they're seeing this person, another time they're like, okay, maybe this person is just getting stuff from different, people, and probably the page is a scam or something. So one thing for me that is so consistent is I'm the face of my brand. You see me, you know, on my page. You see me wear everything. And then another thing is storytelling. Every piece has a story behind it. Everything should have a story behind it. Not necessarily, oh, I was going, I fell down, I saw it. So it doesn't have to be. It could be about the fabric. It could be the process. It could be everything. Every piece should tell a story. So that's one of the things that connects you, that stands you out. You know, from they just as for me, it is you associating my face with my brand, my color, my face, and the way I talk about my piece, the way I talk about my fabric. I would talk about the regular Ankara like it's more than Ankara. Like it's more than Ankara. Like, oh yeah, there's something different about it. So that's to me, honestly, that's how I'm able to, apart from the logo and the color and you trying to make your page look so nice and everything, but it's the personal touch you bring into it. And that's for me is me, being representing my brand, myself. I think you're muted. I can't hear you anymore.
Yes, I put in mute because my assistant said that we are having some background noise on YouTube. So I tried to mute it to see if it's gonna good. It's gonna go better. Because you see, I have assistant.
Oh, okay. It's good.
Yes. Yes, Melissa. Now it's now you. How do you? And then thank you for letting me know. Otherwise, I'm gonna be here like talking about nothing.
Mhm.
How do you market then your work? How come we know about your work? What do you do?
Well, I like what Miss Abby said about consistency and having sort of um, building that trust with your customers and that brand. I don't think I'm at that point yet to be selling my clothes, but I think it's also that like vulnerability to say like, oh, it's not perfect, but you can see my vision, you can see what I'm trying to do. So I mean, for me, I personally don't. I'm not on social media a lot, but I do try to like have those like in-person connections. So I'll go to markets, I'll go to fairs, I'll just be out in public and like yes, as Miss Abby said, like wearing my clothes, and people will stop by and say like, oh, where did you get that from? And I said, oh, I made it, and so it still it brings that sort of connection and genuineness that people can start a conversation with you and start to get curious on who you are. And so I think that sort of curiosity is a very key point in marketing that can take your business far because you don't know who you might run into. So I think it's really important that sort of step.
I think you are losing money, Melissa. You're losing a lot of money. Seriously, because I really thought you were selling a lot because we know your work and then it's very beautiful work. So, and then
Yeah.
as we said here, it's like the piece, it's not only the piece itself, but also the piece and the person who wears it.
Mm.
So
Mm.
I don't know what's missing for you for you to go to the next step, but I think you are losing money already because you are
I
giving
know.
away your pieces. You're not selling it. You're giving away them.
Yeah. I guess it's still something I need to like get that um, equipment, that tools to get it to the next step of having a business. I mean, it's as I said, it's a lot of work and it's a lot of mental gymnastics to get to that point. But
Maybe I'm
um,
gonna send like a Abby to talk to you about it.
Sure,
yeah,
Abby to talk
sure.
about because yeah, you are. I'm saying you are losing money. Yeah, you actually are. Yeah. So the time is already. You see, I told you guys that like 1 hour goes so very fast,
mm,
very fast, very fast.
First,
We are almost there. We're
so
almost there. Just few, maybe a few more questions, and then because it's not only a question, we are talking, right?
mm-hmm.
Um. So if one question about like maybe I'm gonna go to sales already, and I have this question under my like I want to ask that like a long time ago, and then maybe now for mainly for Abby because Melissa is giving for free, and then she's losing, and I'm telling you, your pieces are very beautiful. Abby, what is the ratio between cost, and you talk about production cost and so on as well. What is the ratio between cost versus revenue? And then is it worth it or not? So maybe so someone that is maybe thinking about going to this business.
So that honestly, it's differs for different pieces. On some particular pieces, you make so much money. The cost of production, after adding all your, you know, how it costs you to, finish about that particular piece, and then you think about because one thing is for you to actually sell your what, your value, because to not put money on the table as well, like you said the other time. A lot of times we were like, okay, I don't want to be too expensive because you're thinking about people, you want to be affordable, and then you're not really um putting that much value on your work. So you have to be very, very, careful. It's a big deal, honestly. I still struggle with it, honestly. Once in a while, not even once in a while, I struggle with it a lot because once in a while, I wish I can. This is so beautiful. I wish I can sell it this particular amount. And then I'm thinking about, my customers, and then because I do not even want to. So a lot. I'm just trying to say that um, you just have to sit and think about everything. So for on some pieces you make a lot of money. On some pieces you can afford to. Okay, for example, let me give you a practical example. After manufacturing two different designs, um, because of cost of fabric, of cost of, yeah, let me say fabric, a particular one will come out, I won't say cheaper, but averagely okay. And the same, maybe not the same style, but something close to it
Yeah.
will come out more expensive because of the fabric used. So in cases like that, and you look at it and like, you know what, these things, they should go for the same price. So do not think that because this you got this, or you spent just $10, manufacturing this particular piece, and you feel like, okay, let me add another $20 to it and make it just 30. And then this other one you're able to, you manufacture it maybe with $20, and then you still do not want to overprice, you know, your pieces. What I do is, for that particular one that I made with $10, and I see it, and like, this is still equally nice. You know what I can? There are times that I sell the same price. So for that particular one, you make a lot of money, and for a particular piece, you don't make as much. So that is how
Like you
you know,
compensate.
thank you for the way you compensate one for the other, because on some pieces you make a lot of money, and another one is nice, it's fine, but the cost of production is high, and you still do not want to overprice it. You don't want to put, so much price on it. So what you do, you look for other things that you can get the money back from. So you jack up those ones a little bit, because even at that price, it's still very okay, but the cost of production is low. So that is where you make your the money from, the ones that you have to sell, you know.
By the cost of production, we are talking about what? I will talk about the material. We are talking about the people that
It's
is
talking about
doing
material, you
it,
have to pay your
the
designers, you have
material that they are
shipping.
using.
Exactly. So cost of production is material, shipping, the labor, and part of it is your profit as well. The effort you put in. Of course, I design. All the time I spent on the call with my designers. The you know, I use Wi-Fi. I pay for Wi-Fi. All those things. So you have to put all those things
That's a
into
yeah. That's a,
consideration.
actually you talk about something very very good because sometimes we do a lot of work, but we don't consider all the
Charge for it.
cost, including sometimes
Yes.
even timing and so on, like yeah, fuel, transport, and like, we don't consider
Mm-hmm.
that. Oh, I thought for some reason I didn't put my camera on recording, and when I
Oh,
don't put in recording for some reason, it just
time out.
yeah, so we don't consider, and I'm happy to know that you have that into consideration, which is very good. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's nice. And then Melissa, at least for the future, for your plan, and I want to know what's your cost now because you still spend when you do your pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Is your cost of production high since you are in South Africa? How is the cost of production like for you, like the ones that you recreate now?
Yeah, I try to make the best of what I can or what materials I'm able to access. I mean, the most applicable thing, like example for me, is like when I crochet. And crochet takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of effort, a lot of time. It takes a large chunk of my day,
Mm-hmm.
and it when I do like price my items when I'm going to a market, especially, I always feel like that. Oh, I'm charging too much. Like nobody's gonna buy this if I'm charging too much. But in reality, you need to be sort of direct and honest and say like this process does take 2 3 hours to make one product, including all the stuffing and wool and materials in
Mm-hmm.
order to get to the end final product. So um it is like you have to be transparent with how much it takes to get in, but then also you have to factor in how much you want to get out. So usually I try to um sort of at least make it so that I also get something like some profits as well from what I make, and then I'll sort of use that money to further purchase materials
Reinvest.
or reinvest it into my business or save it into an account. But largely, I rely on my mom. Thank you. If I need any extra money or like any services, and then I will always make it that if I'm borrowing money, that I always pay it back, and just sort of holding myself accountable to that, so that it's
Hmm.
not just I'm taking, but also um, giving back and saying thanks to the people that have supported me until up to this point.
We have
Absolutely.
actually to finish because we are already 1 hour and I have to respect your time. But just maybe just two questions quickly. One is like how what advice would give, and that's a good one,
Mhm.
to the creators and then business people that don't charge like the appropriate amount for their pieces.
Yeah.
So
So let me start with that. So one thing is it's hard, right? But you have to charge your what. You One thing I would want everybody to know is not everybody's for you. Not everybody's your customer. I was going to tell Melissa the other time, like, oh, okay, I'll still get the opportunity. Not everybody's your customer. Some people, no matter how low you go, they'll still tell you you're expensive. Even if you choose to sell it for just $1, they will have an excuse and tell you, oh, I saw it for 50 cents the other day. I saw
that's true.
so you really have to like charge your what, honestly. You're trying to be considerate of, yes, it's okay. All I do it, I'm considerate of other people as well. But you have to charge your what. You have to know that not everybody's for you. Knowing that not everybody's for you would help you. Some people can afford you, and it will separate I call them the noisemakers. Because truly, those people don't actually buy. They complain and complain and complain. At the end of the day, they do not buy. So you have to like, and trust me, when they eventually buy, they come back with a lot of, you know,
That's true.
um, whatever.
So
Oh,
it's better don't
I
sell
wore it.
them.
I saw a thread picking out somewhere. I wore it was a little tight on the waist. Trust me, the people that pay, good money for that piece or whatever it is that you made would not come back because they will appreciate it. It's those people that you choose to go low, that you choose to give discounts and everything that would always come back with complaints. So that's one thing I learned over time. So charge your words. Not everybody's for you. It will separate the noisemakers from the people that actually want to buy.
Nice.
If they cannot afford it, go. Then another person will come. I say it all the time. My clothes, my pieces, they're not paying rent where I'm keeping them. They're not eating. I'm not feeding them. If I don't sell it January, I'll sell it March. If I don't sell it March, I'll sell it June.
And also looks like people give more value to something that they spend some on.
Exactly. Exactly. So they will value it, because they spent money on it, because it
Exactly.
wasn't that, it's not like it's expensive or it's not like it's cheap. Yeah, to them it's affordable, but a little above, they will value it. It's all those people that you give discount, they say, okay, no problem, let's do this. They are the ones that will always come back to complain. Go watch it, Marisa. Go, everybody. It's something. It's proven.
We are watching
It's
you. I have to have a conversation with your mom as well and your
Yeah,
dad.
what you're saying is super true. Like
yeah.
oftentimes people say like, "Oh, I can just buy it on Temu. I can just buy it on Shein." Like those sort
Hmm.
of like fast retailers. But again, going back to the marketing, people are buying things because it's you and
Hmm.
who you are and like what your brand is. So yes, putting that sort of that creator aspect to what you're making is very important because otherwise, who cares? Essentially.
And don't forget,
Exactly.
not everybody is for you. Not everybody
Mm,
is for you. You have your own people. No
that's a
matter
big
what,
takeaway.
your people
Thank
would
you.
buy from you.
Exactly.
Mm.
So we have to finish because I have another live coming in Portuguese now. But so for
Hmm.
us to finish, I just want to know, um, can you like summarize like what type of advice you would give to someone that is just beginning, and what is the advice that you give to people that are watching us today, and then wanted to know little bit more about fashion and how to create and how to market, how to sell. Who want
Oh
to
wow,
start?
that's a mouthful. That's a mouthful. Okay, let me just take a stab at it, and I'm sure that Melissa too can add to it. So for people that are just starting or about to start, the first thing I'll say is start. Don't wait until everything is ready. You don't, Melissa, the other time you were saying you don't maybe have the right tools and everything. Don't wait until you have all the right tools. What you have right now is enough to start with. Just start. When I started with just a few pieces of, oh, got sold out. Oh, really? Got more. And before you know it, you're getting more and more. And then people are even reaching out to you. Can you make this for me? Can you do this for me? Because once in a while, too, people reach out to me. I want this particular thing. Like, are you sure you can pay for it? Yeah. So I reach out to my, designers for them and make it. So I do customize pieces once in a while as well. So just start, honestly. And another thing is, find your niche and stay there. You don't have to be everywhere. You don't have to do everything. You don't have to do everything. If you feel like, you know what, um, this is what I want to be known for. I want to just make dresses. Stay there. Be good at it. Let people know you for dress. Oh, you need a dress? Go to Malisa. If it's a dress you're looking for, go to her. Does she make skirts? Maybe, yeah, once in a while. But if you're looking for dresses, go to her. So find your niche and then stay there and be consistent. Consistency is, honestly, there are times that I want to give up as well. Like, okay, I think, especially with this high cost of shipping and everything, there are times that, but you just have to stay on it, be consistent with it. That's what I would say to anybody that is just starting. Start with whatever it is you have. Start. Trust me, if it's just one thing, there's somebody out there that's going to buy that thing. And before you know it, you have two, you have three, you have four, then from 4 to 40, from 40 to 100, and stuff like that. Then find your niche, stay there, and be consistent.
And I can say, like Malisa already has a client, a lot of clients. I know, she has. So Malisa, what's your contribution? So what you want to, what's your,
Yeah, I mean, especially for me as a young person, I'm still going to make a lot of more mistakes in the future. But just having this moment where I can learn from very influential people and great people is really important, and like just listening and taking it all in. And yeah, I always have that feeling, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to do this. But just slowing down and finding what truly makes me um click, like what truly gets my creativity
Hmm,
going.
exactly.
um yeah, it's something that I want to zone in on in the future. But especially for people who want to start up in fashion, start up in business, like you have everything that you need. Even if it's a pen and paper, you can start designing. Even if
Hmm.
it's a piece of string, you can tie it around a little dress and make it a piece of fabric and make it a dress. So it's really up to you and what you want to get out of fashion, because someone will see it and someone will be like, oh, you kind of getting good at it, so I'm gonna help you out a little bit. That's how literally my mom supported me throughout my journey so far. So yeah, just go ahead and go for it.
Yeah.
Oh, she muted.
Yeah, you're muted, Irene.
sorry again. Yeah, I'm trying to avoid the noise. So yeah, we are basically, that's a beautiful thing that we talked today. So basically, I came to the end. I just want to say hi to Giovannia, hi to Junior, hi to Anna Veronica. Yeah, no, you're still always there. Hey, hey, hey. Um, and um, and Self can say thank you, fashionistas. Fashionistas.
Thank
So yeah,
you.
thank you so much for taking your time and being here, sharing your knowledge with all of us. I learn every day. So I myself, I have like a starting my line, my brand, because I have a lot of things in my thing, like a artist and other things and other area. This one is going very slow, but the reason I came out with that is that um, I I when I go to perform, I always like to wear something different, and because of that, I start to design my own
Hmm.
pieces. And then before I used to design and I sent to some other people to do it for me. But one of these days I just wanted to do it and I went to I didn't do like you, Melissa. I didn't go into school. I just learned from YouTube. actually did my pieces, and from that day until now, I think I have like a beautiful new passion, and it's like, well, and I have a lot of pieces already created because I all the time I perform, I create something, not all the time, but yeah, most of the time. So yeah, maybe one of these days you're gonna see my pieces there mixed with
Can be.
African with modern thing. Yeah, and today I learned a lot with
Yeah.
both of you. A lot of experience again, and I think our the people at home also learn a lot. So thank you so much.
You're
I wish you
welcome.
all the best. And Melissa, Abby and me, we're
Yeah.
gonna have a meeting with you offline. Sorry, the one, for the people that used to receive the Melissa clothing for just little price or almost nothing. So sorry, we are gonna just mess up with your plans because this one, yeah. And
Thank
then
you.
yeah,
And I
and
definitely want to
anything that you
connect
want
with
to
Malisa
say,
too.
yes, anything like your
Yeah, I'll
social
definitely want to
media,
connect with my.
huh?
So I'll definitely want to connect with Malisa
Yes,
as well.
like you know what's up? What
Yes.
happened? Like all my guests, they at the end they connect for some reason. They just connect. Yeah, so it looks like I have to call this podcast something else. The connection, I don't know, connection network or something like that. So anything that you want to say, like any buys, any social media information, anything you want to say just to for your buys.
Okay. Look, just before I say anything about social media, the only thing I would want to say is be consistent. Anybody listening out there, in whatever you're doing, be consistent. Stay on it. There are times that it will look like it's not making sense, but just be consistent. Stay on it and eventually start making sense. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. And of course, like I say again, my name is Abiola. You can find me on Instagram as AO Obanshik. AO is Obanshik on social on TikTok and Instagram as well. Thank you.
Nice.
And from my side, thank you so much for providing this platform. I feel like I was very stuck in sort of my design and fashion that was sort of hidden and my little thing. But I definitely see the next steps in broadcasting it out to the world and like reaching out to everyone. So thank you so much for this. And I'll be looking forward to connecting with you guys later. Thank you.
I'm,
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna wait
Thank
for
you.
the day that you are presenting your brand, and you're gonna say yes, and thank you for Irene and Abby on that live stream that we had. I'm joking. No, you don't need
Yes.
to.
All
Okay,
right.
thank you, ladies.
Thank,
So have a
thank you so much,
beautiful
Irene.
continuation of
Thank you.
weekend, and like I wish you like a very blessed Christmas and then wonderful and blessed New Year.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Irene.
Likewise.
Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you.
Nice.
All
Thank you so
right.
much.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
So here we are. We just ended our session with my two beautiful guests, Malisa and Abby. And then this video we're gonna be. You can find this video on my YouTube channel. So I always leave all the live stream I have. And yeah, so see you until next month with some more things to talk about. And for the one that speak português, daqui a pouco vamos então ter a conversa com a Jaila e a Miriam. Bye bye!